The University of Kansas has experienced a transformation in recent years, highlighted by the addition of new buildings to its historic campus. Such projects include the Earth, Energy, and Environment Center, the Birch Union, and the DeBruce Center that all draw upon the traditional materiality and facade of the campus while adding a sense of modernity and flair. With that, the University Business School commissioned a new facility that was completed in 2016. In a joint bid, Gensler and Gaston Walker were awarded the project for this groundbreaking design. Here, the traditional stacked education building is shown to have the faculty and students separated by floors. Project architects have decided to flip this model and create a more collaborative and social space. While crossing over to the faculty and student wings is possible and encouraged, it is the central space that fosters the most interaction and collaboration. In addition to providing easy access to faculty and/or student space, this central atrium also provides visibility and clarity in the space, creating a community of honesty and trust between the students and faculty. As one approaches Capitol Federal Hall, they are struck with its unique shape and how it brings something new to be enjoyed on the University of Kansas campus. It welcomes you in off the historic Naismith Drive and makes you feel like you belong there. Although it houses the School of Business, KU sought to integrate its current students with alumni, recruiters, companies, and visitors. The way this was done was through creating an environment where professionals can feel comfortable. This idea encourages alumni mentorship of current students, as opposed to exclusivity through traditional classrooms. From the touches of KU Crimson and Blue and Jayhawk Yellow, meaningfully placed throughout, to the Jumbotron located in the atrium that allows for continued flexibility of space, every detail was well thought out and intentional. After establishing a clear design philosophy with the separation of wings and atrium space, more detail was put into making this building functional. As you can see, the student wing was pushed in at an angle, thus creating a K shape that seems to be intentional for the KU campus but cannot be confirmed. Next was pushing the atrium space further and establishing clear entrances. The west entrance is facing towards Allen Fieldhouse, a University of Kansas landmark, while the east entrance connects to the other side of campus. More pushing and pulling at the Forum took place as the southern wing was enlarged to create a one-story auditorium space with a roof garden, and the northern wing juts out further on each floor as you progress up the building. As previously mentioned, the main auditorium can be seen on this level, as well as the three entrances on the eastern, western, and southern sides. When you enter the building, you are immediately greeted by the atrium and can either move on to the faculty areas that are shown in green or the student areas that are shown in blue. This floor is where the normalcy of the diagrams comes into play. Very clear division of what is faculty space versus what is student space, but the two are clearly connected by walkways that hang over the atrium. The third and fourth floor are very similar to each other, and as you move up the stairs, you can see the main hallway that leads to either breakout spaces or classrooms. There's a combination of both. You can also notice that on the northwestern edge of the building, the room on that end subtly juts out more and more. The stairs were a central design feature and are referred to as the social steps because they allow even more sightlines across the two wings. These stairs encourage chance encounters between students and faculty and mimic the hilly topography of campus. In Capitol Federal Hall, there is a shift from traditional academic design, and instead the spaces reflect more closely the interior of a co-working space and startup office. In a quote from Arc Daily, design offers students a glimpse of where they could go after they make the leap from campus to workplace. There are many flexible interior spaces that offer the user cues but don't necessarily constrict their use. This concept invites authorship to students and lets them control where and how they learn. Open spaces motivate people to connect in new ways. This idea can be seen in both the various interior spaces, but also in the exterior patios. A patio is placed near the eastern and western entrances, and on nice days, students can be seen enjoying the space and connecting with friends and classmates. When asking Dan Niinanen about how they incorporated sustainability into the design, this was his response. The building design focused on efficiency and sustainability from the beginning. As a public institution, KU is focused on energy savings and reduced operational costs. From lighting to plumbing fixtures, products were specified to be efficient. The building is clad in insulated precast panels with 4 inches of insulation sandwiched between concrete layers, allowing us to expose the interior surface, reducing material use of metal studs and gypsum board along exterior walls. Although not a certified LEED project, we referenced LEED to provide insights on decisions to make the building as sustainable as possible within the project budget. It is also important to note that Genslinger and Gastinger Walker knew early on that the budget wasn't there to use a limestone facade like similar buildings around campus, so instead, precast with colorization and smooth surfaces with the appearance of limestone was used. Weathered steel was also incorporated to bring in natural materials with some red qualities to play off the KU crimson color. We hope you've enjoyed an introduction to Capitol Federal Hall at the University of Kansas. Rock Chalk!